Hello, good evening students. Today we are going to do revision on the fourth chapter, that is sorting materials into group. So we saw that there are various properties that a material can have. A material can be transparent, a material can float in water, a material can be soluble in water, the material can also be insoluble in oil, a material can be hard, a material can produce sound. So you know there are various properties that a material has. Now depending on what kind of properties a material has, we group them into the different categories. So that's what we have learned here. And now we will look at some of the questions where we will see how exactly the group materials it will different categorizes based on their properties. Question number 1. Name 5 objects which can be made from wood. A lot of things in your house are made up of wood. In fact, most of the furnitures, whether you talk about cot or chairs or almirah or cupboards, they all are made up of wood. So wood can be a constituent for all of these. Now why do you think wood can be used to make these furnitures? So one thing is because wood is opaque. Because you do not want your door to be transparent, so that people from outside see everything that is present inside your house. The opaque is one such property of wood because of which you would like wood to be used to make furniture. Secondly, wood is hard. It is not very soft, so that it will give stability to all these furniture. Strength, stability, structural stability to the furniture. So that is also another important property. So looking at the properties of wood, it has been decided, and that's why it is used for making furnitures. Question number 2. Select those objects from the following which shine. Glass bowl, plastic toy, steel spoon, cotton shirt. So if you look at all of these, which one would you think it has a shiny surface? Definitely the stainless steel spoon. Because if you take it in front of you, you can actually see yourself this surface is shining. If you think of the glass bowl, there also the surface is shiny. It is like a smooth surface. But when you talk about cotton shirt, it doesn't have any shine as such, because cotton on its own doesn't have any shine. You think of a plastic toy, again it does not have any shine of its own. Question number 3. Match the objects given below with the materials from which they could be made. Remember, an object could be made from more than one material, and a given material could be used for making many more objects. So when you talk about a book can be made up of paper. Yes, do you think the book can be made up of glass as well? No. Wood? No. Leather? No. Plastic? No. So book can be made up of paper. Think of a tumbler. A tumbler can be a glass. A tumbler can also be a plastic tumbler. So both glass and plastic can make a tumbler. You think of a chair. So a chair can be a wooden chair. It can be a wooden chair. A chair can also be a plastic chair. Now see, how am I deciding looking at it? So the basic thing behind it is their properties of these materials. So you cannot have a glass chair because glass is fragile. It will break very easily. Think of a toy. So a toy can be made up of wood. Yes, it can be made up of wood. A toy can also be made up of plastic, of course, and a toy can also be made up of a paper. For example, the paper planes, the paper boat, they are made up of paper. Think of shoes. Shoes are made up of leather, yes, but glass shoes, wooden shoes, paper shoes not get. So leather can make shoes. So that means looking at the properties of the materials, you can decide which material can make which object. Now question number 4. State whether the statements given below are true or false. Stone is transparent while glasses are opaque. Absolutely false, because glasses are transparent and stone is opaque. A notebook has luster while eraser does not. This is again false, because notebook means luster is a shine. A notebook doesn't have any shine. Chalk dissolves in water. That is again false, because chalk powder is insoluble in water. A piece of wood floats on water. That's true, because wood has lesser density than water, so it tends to float on water. Sugar does not dissolve in water. That's again false, because sugar is highly soluble in water. Oil mixes with water. That is again false, because oil and water never mixes completely, or you will always remain on the top of water. Sand settles down in water. That's true because sand doesn't mix with water. Vinegar dissolves in water. That's also true. It is like they mix up very well and you cannot distinguish them from each other once they are mixed. So the next question number 5. Given below are the names of some objects and materials. Water, basketball, orange, sugar, globe, apple and earthen pitcher. Group them as round shape and other shapes. So we have grouped them this way. So you have been given two groups, round shape and others. Now out of these objects which are round in shape, basketball, orange, globe, earthen pitcher and apple. So these are all more or less round in shape, whereas water and sugar are not. So they have been put under the group of others. Eatables or non-eatables. Something that you can eat, that is eatables, and something that you cannot eat, that is non-eatables. So see, water, orange, sugar and apple, these are something which we eat. But can you eat globe? No. Basketball? Of course not. Other than pitcher? No. So see, this is how we actually spot materials based on their properties. And then we separate it to the three groups and we keep putting them into their respective group. Question number 6. Find the odd one out from the following. Chair, bed, table, baby, cupboard. So if you look at it, all of these are furnitures. All of these are non-living substances except the baby. Baby is living. So here baby is the odd one out. Rose, jasmine, boat, marigold, lotus. You see, these are all flowers. Rose, jasmine, marigold, lotus. So boat is the only odd one out. And aluminium, iron, copper, silver, sand. So here you see aluminium, iron, copper, silver. These are all metals. So sand is the odd one out. Sugar, salt, sand, copper sulfate. So you see, sugar is soluble in water, sand is again soluble in water, copper sulfate is also soluble in water, but sand is insoluble. So sand is the odd one out. So I hope that with these you are getting an idea about how assorting materials is important and how sorting materials based on their properties can help.